Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Shelby's
This
World.
World Podcast. What's happening, Queen?
Everything is everything, Queen. What's going on?
Good, blessed, highly favored. Tired, but good though.
Good. I'm glad
Look,
you're doing good. It's the week has been really, really busy. Um,
it seems slow though.
it is slow. That's what I was about to
It's
say.
like, look, we just at Wednesday.
I don't like that it's going this slow.
Because I mean, the last past 5 months have went by so fast.
But May,
Last year alone went by fast.
but May has been moving slow because
Very
every
slow.
so far in May has been really, really slow.
Yeah. It has been teeter totter,
We've definitely been
but
teetering through it.
it's been some beautiful days though.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, it's been wonderful.
It's been some beautiful, like Sundays. I don't know why. For some reason, the Sundays just has been so nice. Every Sunday, I'm like, oh, it's nice. It's nice outside.
Sunday really nice lately. The
But it
week
has been some nice days.
this past weekend was really nice. Um,
Yes.
I was
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
happy. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I was happy about the week the this past weekend. I was like, oh, it's a real nice weekend.
It was.
And we went to Destin, but the beach was
Mhm.
really, really murky. So we couldn't get in the water and do anything with that, but we had a good time.
Oh, well, that's good. I didn't do much. I went to brunch. Me and Siobhan and my friend Daphne, they met, which was very nice. Daphne, she was like, and that's the one that braids my hair. She was like, Candace, I'm so happy that you invited me. This was like real. She was like, this was real nice to get up and have something to do on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, child, look. I'm getting into the swing of things because I already did rearrange my schedule. Every other Friday and weekend, I'm going to be off. So, Queen, get ready. I'm gonna be calling, girl. Let's go do some. We're gonna do some crabs at my house. Let's go out. Let's go find some drinks or something.
And,
I don't even drink like that.
and we have a lot of stuff coming up with the podcast coming up. We're gonna be doing some traveling this summer, so I'm
Yeah.
already begin the booking of things. So we're gonna sit and well the discussion to book anyway. We got to sit and talk about some places we want to visit as well. So
Yes,
be a
indeed.
good summer. I'm looking forward.
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. It's gonna be hot, but hey, we in Florida. We used to it. We used to it.
Hot. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be
It's
hot.
gonna be hot.
I know that
It's
for
gonna
sure.
be a hot one.
Tell them about our sponsors, girl.
Well, thank you for watching Shelby's World Podcast. Make sure you go follow us on IG and also on YouTube. You can check our channel out and catch up on all the other shows that you have missed. So that is Shelby's World Podcast on IG and YouTube. I'm sorry. Also, Shelby's Bistro. You can check out Shelby's Bistro on IG. Make sure you can check out Shelby's Bistro for all your catering needs for birthday parties, weddings, just celebration. You may just want to have a good old dinner party one night. You call Shelby's Bistro. So you can check that out on IG as well. Make sure you check out J2 Couture for all your beauty, fashion needs, makeovers, brows, lashes, wigs, all of that. Check them out on their website at www.j2couture.com. But you could also check them out where it's much easier right there on IG or Facebook. But big shout out to our Freedom Train Radio team, Joe, Pat. Big ups to those kings. Thank you guys. Look, this Freedom Train Radio and podcast shows, they all good, y'all. All of us that's a part of this network that we got going on. So make sure you check them out as well and all our other podcast family. Thank you for tuning in to Shelby's World Podcast. Go follow us now.
Go follow us now. Not to.
Got to catch up on everything. And I want to give one shout out to Patrick Webster. I talked to him because he bought something from me. and I end up buying something from him. I should have showed they shirt line. I can't even remember the name right now. But he was like, I love y'all vibe. He was like, y'all got such a good vibe on the show. He was like, I love watching y'all. He was like, and y'all be so positive and motivated. So shout out to Pat Webster. We appreciate you watching and tuning in and stuff. And thank you for the feedback.
He
We
always,
appreciate it.
he always giving good feedback and letting us know where we just pretty much good feedback, and also letting people know what they like, what they don't like, or because
Mhm.
but he did let me know like when y'all be talking about certain things, do y'all like are y'all allowed to go in depth? Like you like to be more in depth like that? And I was telling them like because we are on YouTube, so we do have to follow the YouTube.
Yes.
But if it doesn't show through YouTube, we also have it on our page. So
Mhm.
if you can even and it won't you can listen to the audio that way. Because irregardless if we find out that we are being um what's that word?
Flag.
Yeah, flagged for certain things.
Mhm. For
Start,
certain content,
we will start utilizing other and only
most definitely.
on these type of sites because we're not going to change our content to
No.
fit in with what the narrative is. And he was like, that's what I like.
Yeah. So it's so many people all when they see and be like, oh, it's crazy because people. I remember even with J2 Couture doing when I first started, and after people start knowing me from just vending, went to a party, homecoming, matter of fact, and the girl was like, I was giving my name on the list, and she was like, I know you though, but I don't know you by Candace. I know you by something else. And she was like, oh, you the lipstick girl, J2. I was like, yep, that's me. That's my name. You can call me that. You got to worry about my real name. That's my name. And it was just like, my homegirl was next to me. She was like, nigga, people calling you by your business name.
Mm-hmm.
You known, Candace. You known. You act like you ain't known, but you know. And I was like, she probably just see me out vending. Look, follow me on social media. I don't know. She was like, girl, you know. So that's good to know too when people see, oh, you Shelby's World Podcast. Yeah. So that means you be tuning in, you be listening. Thank you. Appreciate it.
They
Appreciate it.
and that's and I love the support and the feedback from that, but I also feel like people tune in for reasons also beyond just the support and feedback. They have they have a connection to the
Mhm.
conversations and the different things that are being held, because if we literally only talked about negative things, of course I think our content and our viewers would be higher, but
Oh
because
yeah.
we talk about things that need to be discussed, I'm happy with who we have tuning in because
Mhm.
I know that the audience base is based on them actually wanting to hear what we're discussing. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
so that's a positive. I love to hear
Oh yes.
they, they checking us out.
Thank you. We appreciate the love, y'all. Like we really, really do. Like that let us know, you listening. Look, and we all going through, as I keep saying, we all going through something. That's why you got to look, you got to be encouraged. One of my friends told me they heard me one day and they was like, Queen, this don't sound like you. You usually upbeat, motivated. Look, I called you to get me some motivation this morning, and you sounding down and stuff. I'm like, I'm going through something right now. But
And
look,
so,
I need you to pick me up.
right, today is the day I on you.
Yeah, I need to let me lean on your shoulder for some motivation, some positivity. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Sometimes like we strong, but we also be needing that pick up ourselves and somebody to be there for us as well. Cause look, once we get back to where we want to be, oh, we good.
Yeah, especially.
Yeah, we good.
Take us long, but sometimes it sometimes we have to crawl too before we walk that day. It
Mhm.
ain't never. It's not always just jump up and do it and just go. It's not always that easy.
Yeah.
So we're gonna jump into the show, y'all. We're gonna it's Freestyle Wednesday, of course. And we're gonna talk about the quality of music today, but it's gonna be like real freestyle, like what
Nobody ain't gonna be rapping now. We ain't gonna bust out a song now, like
not lyricists. We're not gonna bust into rap for y'all, but we will. We want to talk about the different forms and what and the appreciation of the act, the art,
yes,
um, and just be a little bit concrete and in depth with it because I think that music is so important, y'all. Like I value music so much. Like
yeah, it soothes. It's soothing.
if it wasn't for if it wasn't for music, certain days would be so much harder.
Ooh,
So I want us to kind of get into that. So I'm going to start with a quote of the day before we jump into our discussion um,
okay.
and freestyle on music, but not freestyle, but we freestyle. Ask me how I make music. I tell them I just step into it. It's like stepping into a river and joining the flow. Every moment in the
Mm.
river has its song. Michael Jackson. Um, I saw that quote and was like, mm, mm, mm.
It's like you just move into the rhythm.
Everything. And I'm going to like I seen. Okay, so I saw a post earlier today with it was Ball Greasy. He posted a girl butt like and she's sitting on the floor with like a sheer where my phone at? I'm gonna have to show you, Queen. With like
Cause
this
and I'm gonna say, who is Ball Breezy?
Ball Greasy. Rapper Ball Greasy.
I don't know who that is.
Heard of Ball Greasy? Girl, you gotta
I do
oh
not.
wait a minute. You from Florida.
Girl, if he knew school, one of these little chilling out here, I don't know.
You never heard of Bay Day? You never heard of Nice and Slow?
I didn't heard the song, but
Not
don't know
the
the
old school
name.
song, the newer
I
version
know nice. I didn't heard the newer version, but I don't know the names.
with them little ass shorts.
I ain't seen
Some
no video, no nothing, girl. I'm gonna
look,
have to. I'm
if
gonna have to. Look, I'm gonna have to Google it or YouTube
oh
it.
yes, you got to get into it. Okay, so but I'm finna show you what she was doing on there, and it was like a river. Not on. It was exactly how um Michael Jackson described what
and
music.
the quote.
Yes, it was a beautiful thing. Okay, so you gotta watch this. Just watch the rhythm. Do you see that?
Oh my God. Yeah, I see her.
But do you see? Okay. Do you see how she barely even moving? She just moving the art, really like the arching stuff of her back.
Of
But
her back, yeah.
I don't have the music playing, but she going directly to the
To the
beat
beat.
music. Art.
Girl. Now people been trying that. They seen that. They didn't try it. That'll be the next thing that we see. We seeing all the people with the little what's his name. So I say one day I'm gonna just do me a little video and try to do the little dances that they be doing
You
on TikTok and stuff to see if I can really, and which I do know how to dance now. I do know how to dance. But look, baby got them hips just she only moving her hips.
that's it, Queen.
That's all. She
That's
only moving her hips.
the music. And there was just like the sway of it, how Michael Jackson described it was like it's like stepping into a river and just joining the flow.
Yes.
So if somebody would have come up and started like dancing with her, all they would have just had to get into
Get
her.
into her flow.
And that's exactly what music is. It's like getting into the flow of what the artist is singing, how
Yeah.
they're whatever type of description they're doing, whatever message they're sending to you is eloquently coming to you through the music.
Yeah.
And
From the words, from the music, from the beats, from
yeah,
the everything. And different words make you do a different sway.
a different way every time. Every time. So I was impressed. I was like, this
Yeah. You're gonna have to send that to me, Queen. You gonna have to send it. Look, that's some hip exercise
For
for
real.
real, baby. For real, for real.
In my dad, my dad's just going back and
That's
up.
that's a rose.
Just
Look, let me see, could I do that? You know, that's why I say it's probably a lot of people seen it and was like, I'm finna try this.
I'm telling you, they was. You know, they that because it's the music. Like even what, but if she was, she wouldn't have been able to even get that flow how she wanted to get it if she had no music playing though. It's the melodies that give your body
Mhm.
the attention it deserves when you feeling that music, the melodies, oh my god, I was just sitting there thinking like, dang, if
Every
she had no beat,
instrument, everything.
everything, and if she had no beat, it wouldn't have been nothing.
She,
So
she she did that though.
did
She
that.
did that.
I'm gonna send it over to you, and
She
then
did that.
I'm gonna say I
Pretty
quote
girl.
it one more time, y'all. People ask me how, and it's Michael Jackson. People ask me how I make music. I tell them I just step into it. It's like stepping into a river and joining the flow. Every moment in the river has its song. Every moment. Michael Jackson. God bless him. So,
Mm, yeah. So
and
really, anywhere, what probably knowing with him, probably anywhere he at, he something he see anything, he gonna jot it down, write it down, or he already had that melody before he even get into the studio. So imagine, I want to know if he when he got into the studio, how he really felt.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like how everything just come towards him and pour into him once he stepped behind that booth and just oh my God.
Because they go back to that moment. You go back to that feeling, whatever feeling, like even though we're not artists, we know that when we're doing something that we enjoy doing, we're thinking about something that makes us happy in that moment that we're doing what we enjoy.
Yeah.
So when you're thinking about an artist in the studio, if they're pouring their heart out in a song, that song alone was written about something, an act, or something that made them want to write those words, those
Mhm.
lyrics. Whether they was sitting in the ocean, whether they was laying in the ocean, whether they was what
Baby, it was on it could on the toilet.
on the
No, it don't matter. People find weird places to actually write. It
that
could be anywhere.
I write anywhere. When I write my poetry, I write anywhere. I have no areas that's off limits for me.
From even yeah. I and that you know what I'm yeah, because even with the quotes and stuff, some stuff that I be posting,
You
it
just
might be something me just sitting there thinking about something, or somebody then said something to me and had me thinking about it, like, oh, you know.
mhm,
So yeah, like when you have a well, all of us have a creative mind.
yep.
Everybody's mind just created differently in different aspects of what they love and enjoy.
Hmm.
But I well, that go back to the quote. That go back to the quote. How you just flow into it.
Just go into it.
You just flow into it. But music is just something that it lives with you, is with you throughout everything you done been in throughout your life. You can find a song, and that song will take you back to that moment. Like, I know what I was doing. I
Mm-hmm.
know what I was doing. I know who I was with at that time. Where I was. Sometimes you even know the dates.
You do. You do.
You even know the dates. So it's just so soothing to the soul. It's just so soothing, and it don't matter what genre it is, because every song gonna take you somewhere.
That's right.
If you and especially if you're a music lover, you don't care what you listen to. If it's good music, it's good music.
That's right. That's right. That's right now. So that's our quote of the day. And I love me some Mike. So I'll go back to especially his song. It was the butterfly song, baby. That used to be my jam, sweetheart. And I was a kid, a kid when that song came out. And
That is a nice song.
yes. And when I used to be singing that song like I was in love with somebody, girl. I love that song.
That man in the mirror, he got so many, but
Hits.
My favorite that I can dance off to all the time, that got darn beat it. Baby, that beat it. Give it to me. And rock with you.
Thriller still, Thriller is like almost a scary song to me.
Yeah,
Cause
I never liked it Thriller, but I love the choreography when I got to be a certain age. And I'm gonna
right,
be honest with y'all. When I say a certain age, I was like probably over the age 18. I don't do scary movies, scary faces, none of that type of stuff. I may be weird like that, but I just don't do that type of stuff. So when I finally got a chance to watch that video from beginning, well, actually the mini movie from beginning to the end, I appreciate it even more. But as a child, I used to sit, it come on, I'm just like this.
girl. Every time my family,
The whole time. The whole time.
Chucky and all that, girl, I'm like this.
Yeah. So, but
And
when I finally watched it, it was like, wow, this here is amazing.
yeah,
To
it
do this mini movie, like,
choreography was magnificent. As I
yeah,
got
that's
that in the one,
remember the time.
woo, you took the words out my mouth, girl. How you knew it? How you knew I was finna say
Remember the time, beat it, and what is the other one?
Thriller? Remember the time?
Thriller, remember the times.
Um, damn.
Oh my God, cause Rock with You, it was really just him and the back screen
Yeah, yeah.
with that. But it's, man, look here.
He
Mike,
did a lot, but Mike was my boy. Mike.
yeah. And that's why I look at Chris Brown, and he remind me a lot of Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I love him just, but he got that whole Michael Jackson, like, you Chris Brown, but you got that Mike in you too. But but Michael Jackson, hands down. But Man in the Mirror, I love that song.
Oh my goodness.
That's a beautiful
That,
song.
nobody can't tell. I know I can't sing at all, but you won't be able to tell me that when that
Girl,
song.
I be in the mirror when I hear that song. For real, for real. For real, for real. Great song. Great song.
Oh,
But
yeah, boy.
Michael the man though. Michael's still the man.
I take that song serious because it makes you look at you. It's about accountability. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're afraid to face you, that's not the song for you.
Nah,
Mm,
not at all.
no.
Not at all.
So our fact of the day is 81% of people use music as an escape from all the negative things in their life.
Yeah.
That's and it's that was a fact of the day that I had got on facts about music. Basically, what I was looking at is different details of the formications of music,
Mm-hmm.
different arts of music, how people deal with music, why music is so important to different people. And it's kind of like stuff I do when I'm studying to kind of prepare for shows and stuff. So, you know, and I was looking at some YouTubes where people were detailing how music helped them through the most saddest thing. So it made me think about something. So and I was reading and thinking at the same time. So I said how it helps in times of grief, solitude, and happiness.
Yeah.
It helps with healing and breaking down barriers and borders. It helps in reconciling, and it can also educate. Cultural music can help to promote and protect other human rights. There are
Yep.
many examples of music being used as a tool for social change around the world. And I noticed that when I was watching a lot of, and the reason why I said that is because based on the different interviews, the different reasons for why music is different, why, what it means to people, different people. And
Mm-hmm.
when you think about it's actually like one of the greatest escapes, but it can be a reckoning,
Mm-hmm.
see what you didn't want to see. It can allow you to finally realize when things need to come to a head.
Oh, what? Most definitely.
It can make you, it can make you or break you. It can make you happy. It can make you dance. It can make you sing. It can make you do many things,
Many
but
different
it's
things.
going to make you do, even make you relax. It's going to make you do something. Music is
Hmm.
there for a reason. So, based on the fact of the day, Queen, with 81% of people using music as an escape, how often, because we're about to get ready to go into our freestyle conversation now, how often and what type of music do you run to when there are certain things going on? Like if you're sad, do you listen to sad music? If you're happy, do you listen to happy music? Is there a mixture of music you need to hear to keep your spirit alive when you sad? Like what how do you deal with your forms of music?
Well, when T left in 2017, probably for like a month, maybe 2 months straight, I watched Ensemble.
Mm,
That's all I watched. So that was a genre from well, mostly R&B, hip
mm,
hop, rap, whatever. And because both of us music lovers, and
mm.
that's how we when we vibe, that's how we end up vibing together because of the music and him introducing me to the blues music, because I didn't even like that soul blue music that come on 96.1 on Sunday. I don't even like that music, but they and him made me start liking that type of music and really listening to the lyrics of that music. So with going through that with him, that's what got me through. And to be honest, I think I just shared this with somebody. I didn't even realize that I was going through a depression when all of that happened, and just realizing that I came up out my depression that I was actually going through really in 2019, and didn't realize it till I started thinking back like, dang. But I listened to music the whole time, and then fast forward to where we at now with my dad passing. I was like, you know what? Let me get back to listening to my music like I used to listen to my music. Because look, I used to come home from work when my kids was younger, and I turn on 96.1, but we got Michael Basin on there
Mm-hmm.
playing good music, but also having conversation about social things that was going on. And so listening to that music as well, even though it's a lot of old school hip hop and R&B, but you like I said before, you go back like, dang, I know what I was doing. But I know what I was doing when that song came out at that time. And I know what I was doing when I heard this song probably 30 minutes ago or some months, some years ago. But it's just soothing to the soul. Like it helped me get through what I needed to get through, no matter if it was new music or old school. But I listen to more of the old school stuff that I have on my playlist that I listen to any of this new stuff, because it ain't no new good R&B period. Like I'm just sorry. I'm just sorry. I'm just sorry. It's just no good R&B. But I also like um what's his name? They call it classic rock, with
Mm.
a lot of white artists from like the 70s and the 80s and some of the 90s, like Wilson Phillips, different people like that. Like, so even some of that music, they're really like, it speaks to you.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I'm a soundtrack person.
Oh, you're
I love soundtracks. I love music from movies, especially in the 80s, music from movies from the 80s and the 90s, and I even say even the 70s too. The soundtrack of music just like it do something to you.
especially if it's a good movie, like our like the Bodyguard movie.
Oof. And I went to the movies to see that as a kid.
Oh, me
But
too.
every song on that album was good, and Whitney killed it.
Whitney
She
killed and
killed it.
she
She
killed
killed it.
point blank period.
Period.
That's a icon. It's so many. So for me, music has always been a refuge for me. I have loved the sound of music since I was able to talk.
Yeah.
I loved music, and we've always heard music in our house. Music was playing on Sunday mornings and Saturday mornings to clean,
All day long.
all day long. Music was played when my mommy had company. Music was played when My grandmother came over just to see us for the day. Music was played. Like, we always had a reason. We wanted to hear music. We listened to music. So everything about music. What's up, E? You coming in with them eyeballs? Everything about music is is refreshing to me. I've
Yes.
always enjoyed what it does, how it helps, how it heals, how it, again, like what we said in the beginning, it brings a form of reckoning, and
It do something to you.
it does. So it has always been my refuge. I've never done any. I'm listening to music now while we're doing the show. I've never had a. I can't even say, like, when you said, okay, you made a very important statement. You were like, I realized that I was going through a depression or coming out of a depression until 2019. And due to all those things, but because you know why you didn't realize, because you were still living your life, still doing the
Mhm.
regular things you had to do to survive, just the normal things you had to do to get by, to the point where you weren't able to really focus on yourself the way you should have. The normality of being a black woman, or a mother, a black woman, mother, employee, employer, wife, all the different,
All of that.
those different things that you have to do. When you said that, I was thinking at that very moment how so many people have had to let music ride with them in the passenger side, um,
What? In the back pocket with your phone, like your phone.
because of how it was helping build you and getting and healing you for your next phase. Each
Oh
moment
yeah.
of that, like when I'm going through something, I'm not a person that likes to hear the music that feels the way I'm feeling. So,
Mm-mm.
you know,
Mm-mm.
so if I'm sad, I got to hear rap. I got to hear hip hop. I got to hear things like that, or gospel, because I play, especially in the morning, early morning, on early morning, and if I'm going through something, or when I wake up and if my heart just feeling not feeling whole, gospel is always the first thing I run to early morning.
Mm-hmm.
Lately, I've been finding myself not just running to gospel, because I realized that my gospel music, my old R&B, is so healing for me when I'm stressed. So I'm
Gotcha.
playing my rock music, because baby, let me tell you something. I'm a Pink fan.
Yeah,
I'm a Kelly Clarkson fan.
no doubt, all of that.
I love me some Gwen Stefani, and no doubt Macklemore. I love your boy, the little fine white man that everybody be talking about.
Robin Thicke.
Love him. So it's a lot.
You know, it was the John B before Robin Thicke.
Exactly. It's another one out now. Maroon 5, the Maroon 5 frontman.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. But I liked it Maroon 5.
I love Maroon 5.
Yeah.
It's so and way back, I can go back to some
I'm
uh
telling you, Wilson Phillips, all of them.
say,
Hold on, baby, hold on.
and and it's so much like Bette Midler. I used to listen to Bette Midler. I used to listen to all Bette Midler. I was 13.
Especially her song from the Beach movie.
I was about to tell you about that, because that album right there is my.
That there,
She
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 was good.
when Bette Midler, actually, what she was the first white person that introduced me to classic rock, that
Hmm.
was like soulish a little bit, because her voice is different.
It
And
is.
so I used to do my ballet dances, my modern dances. I used to go in my room up, and I never shall forget this. We used to live on Portland Avenue, and my mom we was living in a 3-bedroom townhouse at the time. All the girls in one room, all the boys in one room. My mom got a lot of kids, so you already know the monster.
Yeah, I already know.
And, so this particular time, I believe it was nobody there except for maybe me and Don and some of the boys. And Don was downstairs, and I had Bette Midler playing loud and up there doing modern dances. Like when I get into my ballet, Yes, Bette Midler. When I get into
That's the girl.
dance, I used to be all about it, Queen. When I tell you, I put
All in it.
so
All in it.
girl, I made outfits. I used to tie.
Oh, you ain't well, hey, I feel you though, Queen. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you.
Tell you, I'm a true Pisces. When I tell you, I escaped the real world. Um, I made long like sheets onto my for to make my skirts and get towels and whatever a pillowcase make my tops and be up in there doing my little dances to Bette Midler. I ain't playing.
The
Serious?
the imagination we had as kids. I don't know if kids got an imagination like that
No.
nowadays. They got too much phones, games, all of that type of stuff. But
Girl, it was dope. Listen, Erica Badu brought me into the culture of understanding black.
yeah,
Black love.
soulful music.
We saw, we saw black love. We heard black love music already, but we also heard black hurt. We also heard black
Yeah,
sorrow.
the Karen Whites, the Anita Bakers.
As the best.
Yeah.
We've heard we've even heard the Barry White. Like, heard
Yeah, Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat. We heard them boys break down about a woman just as much as women broke down.
What? And I love me some Keith now. And baby, don't get it twisted.
All that different stuff. When Erica came out, she was that formality of a different type of music. She didn't have
Free.
R&B. She brought folk into folk R&B out, because that first song on its own, they made that with what that little thing was.
Was it a banjo?
Banjo.
I think it was a banjo. I think that was a banjo.
Lately, one of them little tiny little things. They so music has really Erykah Badu is my baby mama.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my God. E.
Oh my
God. She was that girl. She was that girl. And hey, look, and she a HBCU queen too.
Yes.
Yeah, so
when I
she
decided
brought that carefree spirit to music.
yeah.
I'ma just be me. You either gonna like me or you gonna love me or you gonna hate me. It don't even matter. But I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna do what I want to do, walk in my own lane. You either follow or you don't, and I really don't care.
And I think that's what she introduced. I think she introduced to the culture to black women to be strong in who you are and make people unapologetically accept you, because you have to fit in. It's always better to stand out, and that's what she showed.
Always.
She came out, man, Erykah Badu, she never changed her whole style. She never did anything to fit in. It was always mold breaking for me, because even Lauryn Hill changed her style. We didn't see the Lauryn Hill that we saw with the Fugees anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And the person we saw with the Fugees, we saw a rebel. We saw somebody who was about her people, culture, blah blah blah.
Everything.
But Erykah always kept that same narrative. She was. That's why even to this day I have a great amount of respect for her as an artist because of that. And she never allowed her artistry to overlap into who she was at.
She didn't change, and she still haven't changed. She's still Erykah, but every time she came out with an album, it was something fresh, something new, something you never even heard of, you never even would have thought of.
Erykah raps.
Yeah. So like I say, she really in her own lane. Like I like the Jill Scotts and all of them too, but Erykah is just on a whole nother level, baby.
And then the Jill and all the other ones, it's not to say that because we're gonna give kudos where kudos goes.
Oh yeah.
But soul music has always been around. We knew about soul music, but when Erica came to the game, she brought in folk soul.
Mm-hmm.
It was like reminding us that we are the creators in the of this music thing. So don't just stay in a lane. You don't have to subject yourself to just soul music or R&B. I can. How about I combine it
All in one.
and put it all together? You know, that's what I saw. That I was like, oh, this is revolutionary.
Yeah, because even her videos was different.
Way different.
Yeah, her
Ooh,
videos was even her videos were different.
this is this is what I love about her. The direct forwardness. That's why I know she's Pisces. You know, I have to step also to the other side of the Pisces is that we're not always completely honest with the person because of not trying to hurt them. Someone that we're in, you know, that we may be connected with.
Mm-hmm.
So in the next lifetime video, we got to see a whole nother surpass of,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that was a great video.
Great video. She let you know, hey, maybe later, and I don't know, because my next lifetime might be tomorrow as a Pisces. We up and just change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We literally are not bound to that person who we were yesterday. It don't matter how much you want to be. Like I tell my children all the time, if it wasn't for them, my kids took some of the Pisces out of me. Like that personality trait that I loved about me, that free spirit, they
Uh-huh.
put that away. Which and it's starting to come back now. I feel it's bombastic. It's like busting out of my chest. Like I feel it, the energy of me being free, like that free spirit person.
Yeah. And
It,
then you older now. You know
I'm
who
older.
you know who you are as a woman, as a queen, as a mother, all of the everything that you done been through. So you know who Shelby is. You literally know who she is. And they say something, a female said something to me, an older lady. She was like, I'm telling you, the closer you get to 40, you look at stuff different. It's like you have a whole nother lens. Like one lens then left, and here go a whole new lens. So you just look at life different. And they say we come more into who we really are once we get into our closer to 40 and get into our 40s. And I truly believe that.
I believe that. My mother told me that. And my most of the women in my family spoke on that. And not to even short sight the men, my daddy told me that. My
Yeah.
daddy said that he said that when it happened later for him because men are a little different. Men
Mm-hmm.
more it was more closer to 50 for my daddy when he started having that. This is me. I know this part of me is not going to change. You have to accept this part of me. And you know what I'm saying? Like just being honest with people more and telling them to just say, listen, if you don't like it, you don't have to deal with
You
it.
have to deal with it.
My daddy said I'm somewhat getting to 50 to be that way. But my dad is also um someone who had to reactivate society after doing, you know,
Yeah.
time too. So it took him, I don't, and I think honestly, he jumped right back into it so fast. And that's another, I have to say, men and women are totally different with a little bit of those things. Men are forced to go ahead and be men immediately.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We're growing. We have to do what we have to do on a day-to-day basis, but we still growing into ourselves. Like you said, when she said 40, I really believe that. I think some of it kind of starts a little later for someone, maybe 43, some it just kind of depends
Mm-hmm.
on where you are. But I've been feeling so much of that happening to sometimes it feels scary until
Yeah.
I'm about to overwhelm myself because it's so much that I have put on the table calendar wise.
Yeah. We write and you starting to write stuff. Oh, well, I got this to do.
Yeah,
And that don't remember, but you
it's
just
just
like
helpful.
you just have things to do now.
And it ain't.
And you ain't trying to stop. But the thing is, you enjoying doing what you are doing.
And that's where I am now with life now, and that's why I feel like these, even listening to certain artists, that type of stuff build me and help build your
Made
character,
you be the character. Yeah.
reality. Your like music is a staple in just being a freaking human. I don't, if we didn't have music as an outlet to run to, I don't even know we would be without music.
No. And look, and oh my God, like just even it was a question asked, would you take television over the radio? I'm like, give me the radio all day.
Radio, baby. I need to
I get, because look, I can imagine what you saying in my head. Look, if you say you out here like my one of my favorite songs of all times by Tony, It Never Rains in Southern California. I can picture all that in my head without you even showing me a video before I even seen the video of the song.
You know why we can do that though, Queen? Because we grew up in a video era. We grew up in a time where music was that it matched the video. We
Yeah.
that never rain in Southern because
That's my jam.
We seen the video where it was pouring down the day and it
never.
We seen
and they all into each other still.
Yes.
The rain didn't even matter.
Didn't matter.
The rain didn't matter.
Didn't even matter. We knew, but because we have the visual intellect to also have been able to see that, and that's our imagination for us. We know how to imagine things. Yeah. We know how to take music as a form. Because even now, when I'm listening to music, when I'm listening in the car riding down the highway, ain't no videos. We listen to that music, but we can see a whole video.
A whole video. And like I said, you go back to what, damn man, I know what I was doing. I was 10, 12 years old when this came out like that. What? Baby, I was from this. Music is the soundtrack of our lives. If you grew up like I grew up, moving to Tallahassee and going back to Central Florida in the summer. So every high five song from the time they came out till I stopped going, I love it. That's what I listen to. And I think that, man, I remember what I did that summer. I remember who I met, who I had a crush on and everything that particular summer. Like, oh yeah, baby. And even when I listen to music now, people say, I really hate when people be like, you got to stop thinking about the past. But I'm like, I had a good past growing up. So sometimes I want to go back and reminisce on my past when I'm listening to this music.
Right.
Because I remember in those good times, that goes back to going through that depression and thinking about those good moments in time, listening to those songs and dang, I had some fun. And that was my jams that summer, that fall, whatever, FAMU homecoming, all of that. And be like, okay, you had that happiness there, you can still have happiness.
Exactly.
And that's what it is. But like music is soothing to the soul. Like you say, I start my morning with gospel, period. I won't listen to nothing else but that first thing in the morning. After 12 o'clock, I can listen to whatever else. I just always been wired like that, even as a kid. But it's just all of it just have you thinking. And then when I want to be ratchet, I listen to my Carly B and all that stuff with all that cursing in there. When I want to be ratchet, I'm trying to get ready to go out to the club or go just meet some friends to hang out and have a good time. I want to listen to that old school hip hop, a little Jay-Z, a little whoever. And I got to say Jay-Z and Bomb B and Pimp C, which is my favorite song, Big Pimpin'. So I really just be wanting to hear the Bomb B and the Pimp C part anyway. So you know what I'm saying? So it just depends on your mood.
Yeah.
What mood you in. And that man, look here. And if you're a person about love and you with somebody you love, certain songs gonna put you in that mood.
Straight in that mood.
Look, you can be on your way home and you like, baby, look, when I get home, you need to be ready. I mean, all the way ready. I just listened to Keith Sweat, Johnny Gill, Ralph Tresvant, all of them. You need to be ready. Period. just period. You know, but go back to it's just soothing to that soul. It do something to you.
Music is when I I never. I don't think there's been times when my mama whooped my behind, baby, to my music. I run straight to my room, cried out, put water on my face, clean my face, come back in my room, turn my music up. And all I had in my room at that time, before we got our first little radio, was a little clock radio. But at that time, but at that time, 90.5 used to jam. And
What? Because 96 point
well,
was all R&B, old
so
school.
it used to jam. Um, it was so many different reasons why I thought that if I did not have a place to run to listen to my music, I would be dead. I was like, man,
Soundtrack to your life.
yeah, you think
Soundtrack to your life.
right. And as a kid, it's like certain things you going through, you think to yourself, like, my mama don't understand.
Look, you just in elementary school, fifth,
Yeah,
sixth grade, or something like that.
what she talking about? Like, she don't know. She ain't even never been this age. What? You know, it's things we used to tell ourselves about our parents. Like, that which is why I remind my children so much. Like, I just tell them now, before they even come to me with bullshit,
Yeah,
remember, remember.
I was your age. I was your age.
So I don't
I
get
didn't do the steps of life just like you have at that age.
exactly. I don't get mad with that when they run to their room to use
No.
music as a refuge because I knew how it was for me. Now I have to tell them sometimes, you gotta turn that shit down because it's still my house.
Oh yeah, I have to do mines like that. And I noticed with Zoe, she didn't start listening to a lot of stuff that we grew up listening to.
Jada like that.
Yeah, so I'm like hearing her play some of the music that we grew up to. I'm like, okay. But when T was home, that's all he always played the music.
Mm-hmm.
So like I say, every day we came home, the first thing they sitting at the table doing homework, we got the radio on
Mm-hmm.
playing until everybody actually settled down and go to bed. And I used to keep it on and let it play. Look, you come home, the radio was already on because I just left it on.
I'm like that still now. As soon as I get home, most days I try to go ahead and turn my music on. Go ahead and get my vibe going because it relaxes me. I got stuff to
Set
do.
the tone.
I got stuff to do. I have so much to do when I'm home. It's not just coming home, and being just like
Mm-mm.
the day over with. Oh. So we have times where we allow music to either be our just so many different things for us. Just
It
so
is. It is. That's why I say them soundtracks. I can watch them movies. Pretty Woman is another one of my favorite movies.
girl, that's my favorite movie. One of my
And
favorite.
it must have been love at coming to the end of it. Boy, I love that song. Must have been girl. Look. So when we finish with this podcast, I got to go back to work. So I always play my music while I'm in the bathroom taking a shower and
That's
stuff.
right.
So that's gonna be one of either that or Wilson Phillips. That'll be one of the first two out of the classic rock.
Have you ever do you remember the Bridesmaids? You remember Bridesmaids? And the
Bridesmaid.
movie where the crew came on at the end singing the song.
Yeah, hold on.
One of my favorite.
Matter of fact, I never seen the whole movie, but I seen that clip of the
Yeah,
movie. Yeah, hold on, that's my song.
great, great, great.
That is my song.
Tell you,
Look, I'll be up here for days calling out everything. Paula Abdul.
that's my girl there now. Don't do it. Don't Queen. We gotta stop that. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Especially that slow one with
I've been
I ain't even gonna go there. I ain't even gonna go there. I ain't even gonna go
started using the other phone playing the music as you call it. That's why
there.
I'm let that yeah. So y'all, music, the quality of music. This has been a really great discussion though, because we got music. It's just so soothing.
It is.
It's soothing. It's manipulative. It's life changing. It brings you so many different emotions. Music is the foundation of love, life, and happiness
All day long.
all day long.
All day
And
long.
if you have any opportunity to grow your musical soundtrack so that you're not just stuck in one lane, please do so because there are
Yeah.
so many genres, beautiful
So many.
artists, beautiful songs, beautiful spirits that are in in this musical realm that you do not want to just sit and just subject yourself to just one type. I promise you. If you
And
have,
don't just think about the beat. Listen, you need to really pay attention to those lyrics.
I had to tell my daughter this. We were
Pay
'cause
attention to the lyrics. Because it might be some stuff that you're listening to that you really don't want to manifest.
exactly. Rich Homie Quan said in that song Flex, say, if I get a good case, I'm obscene like a bird and go ooh 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 ooh. And I said, oh, y'all still be listening to that? He a snitch. He said right in the song that if he get caught with something, he gonna tell. He gonna go to singing like a bird and say, ooh.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
And,
ooh.
oh, and she
Oh,
said,
oh, 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 oh.
I ain't never rewind it. I played it right back for. I
Pay
said,
attention to the lyrics.
into the beats and jam. And I said, I ain't never been no beat master. It ain't about the beat for me. I need to know what you're saying because if I'm going to enrich this into my brain,
Thank you. Thank you.
words
Thank you.
are power. Words are power. And I don't need nobody else giving me words and I'm putting it up in here. I don't need that.
Mhm. And that's why you got to watch what you listen to first thing in the morning. Because see,
Mhm.
that thing will start your tone for the rest of the day. So you got to pay attention to what you listening to.
I'm serious about that, Queen. That's why I said, I'm a gospel head in the morning. Sometimes in the morning, if I have to give, if how I'm getting up got me feeling like my brain restless, I'm too restless today, and
Yeah.
I done pray, and I feel like a lot of times my direction come from what I'm seeking when I wake up that day. So if I'm already feeling a certain type of way, and I know I need to get some energy about myself, my energy level is normally at R&B, but it's R&B or whatever that's gonna lead me. That's good R&B. I can't
Yeah.
do um no rap early in the morning. I can't do that.
Oh, and then see, even with the gospel though, it's a lot of up. Dietrich Haddon, I love him. I listen to what is the other guy name? But he don't want to be called he don't want to be stuck in a box as gospel.
Artist.
That's an artist, but they call him a gospel artist. I can't think of his name right now. They start with an L.
I think her came out with a gospel song that had my stomach hurt one day. I had to change it because I like I want to hear a gospel song that made me feel like you sang it to your boyfriend. That's why I'm particular about what I don't care.
You know, BB and CC Winans, they songs that they used to play on. I always thought that they was a couple and didn't know that they was brothers and sisters
You know,
until I got to probably high school.
that's one of my favorite people, man. I love them sisters. I love they whole Winans family. But
Yeah,
BB and CC, baby, you better not even play with them. Them
yeah.
not fun. They not
As
fun.
a kid, I thought they was a actually
Okay.
couple,
Well,
and didn't know that they songs was actually gospel songs because they played it on 96.1 all
right.
the time. So I always it's sound like my love song,
That sound like love songs. But
which it is a love song to God, but
the only reason why I was aware of them not being a couple is because I asked my mama. I was like, "Mom, is that man fruity?" I said. And Mom say, "I don't know if he's fruity or not, but that's her brother." So she kind of answered the question without me even asking it about
I think people still ask that question.
the fruit, ain't it? I had to ask. Shoot,
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
I did. I had to ask Queen. I had
But
to. But
I told my kids though, and I tell a lot of kids this, y'all don't know nothing. It's music is easy to come by these days.
yeah,
I'm like, but us growing up here, Central Florida, it was this station called Power Pig. They played the latest popular hip hop music and R&B, but you heard more of the rock music. That's how I grew to love, rock and roll, soft rock, all of that type of stuff too. But here in Tallahassee, coming here and able to listen to R&B all day, old school R&B, some new school on 96.1. 96.1 wasn't playing. Joe Bullitt wasn't playing what he playing now.
No, I don't even like listen. I don't like 96.1 no more. I'm gonna be honest
I
with
love them on Saturday. I
you.
still like to listen to them on Saturday. It's something about that Saturday vibe. That Saturday vibe with them on Saturday. But I
Is,
remember that they weren't even playing. They weren't even playing nothing that had rap in it.
is he still the Saturday person?
Doc Foster is the
Oh,
Saturday person.
but then that's probably why I don't mind Saturday. Um,
Yeah,
and I don't mind Sunday. Sunday I don't mind because your boy Walk Baby Love on there on Sunday.
yeah,
So,
that's
oh,
true too.
but I don't like. I'm not a fan of Joe new music. I don't like what he play on that. 96.1 post have been an area where you go to vibe to what you used to listen to as a kid. Like
Yes,
over there listening
all of
to
that.
and Megan Thee Stallion on 96.1.
96.1,
How
baby.
doing this?
96.1 is playing all of that.
And
And I just remember even, well, with us staying out here off of Appalachia Parkway, and me growing up over on this side of town, the city limits was right there where the Walmart was before the Walmart got there. Now the city limits that moved further down past me, further down 27. I think it's down there by Cheers Crossroad now. But
yeah,
even with that, we used to be running home trying to listen to 90.5, but we had to have the antenna, so we got our cassette in the radio so we can record.
sure.
Got the radio space in the window so you can get a good signal,
Do
and
you
you ready to jam so you can record that thing, rewind that thing, so when
remember
you get ready to go out, you got that tape.
when we would do this? We would record the fill up that tape, listen to that tape as many times as we can. Now we're going back to record, and then we really was recording to make sure we had us a good voicemail. Thank you. Thank us again. We got to have
That too, and to do dance routines outside in the neighborhood.
when you remember when them voicemails used to be like, hold on, Queen. I gotta do it. Hold on. Gotta do it.
Hello.
Hold on, I gotta do it.
Oh my God. You said hello, and then they say hello, and then the music just started playing on you.
I'm gonna do it on Butter Love.
Boy, look at kids. It's just music is the soundtrack of your life. It's the soundtrack of your life.
They'll never know this though. They'll never know how good it was for us though.
Mm-mm. CDs came out. I think I had so much music. So much. I still got a lot of CDs. I still got like 2 to 3 books full of CDs.
Full of CDs?
Full of CDs.
Oh yeah, I still got a lot of CDs now. That's one thing I've got a lot of.
They skipping. They skipping like a bug.
Oh yeah, they skipping.
They skipping like a bug.
Okay. I'm finna do. Hold on, let me see if I can. Cause I got to do this. Voicemail.
The voicemail.
Oh, MG.
Yeah, they don't know nothing about that voicemail. Like, oh my God. Ugh. So much, so much, so much, so much, so much, so much.
Oh, MG. They don't know.
But just life, every milestone.
Here it go, right here, Queen. Here it go. All right, you just reached Shelby. Leave a message after the beep. If you ain't like what you heard, tell me what you want to hear, and I'll play something different next time you call. Bye.
Did the music start playing?
Come back, and the music come back. It come back. Because you gotta pause the music. You gotta pause the music and start talking.
Or you got it real low in the background. People, look, and it's crazy because people just calling your phone, making sure don't want you to answer just so they can hear what you playing and keep calling over and over and over again.
Just so they
thing is, depends on who house you was at, if they had rodeo dial or they had touchpad. Because if you was at grandma's house, she probably still had that rodeo dial. Right. So man, take you a little while longer.
we went through some things to hear some good music. So we appreciate. That's why I say that we are the age of appreciation, because we had to go through a lot of different changes. We went from the dial-up services to the fast internet. We went from the cell phones to the rotary phones to the cell phones. We went from the beepers to the cell phones. We went from
Yeah, because I had me a beeper in high school.
I had my beeper. I had me a beeper and a prepaid cell phone. And then, because my mom would not get us no playing cell phone, she was like, "Y'all ain't got no job. You ain't got no But and then my mama also said, "Then yeah, you don't need no cell phone beyond this prepaid one, because you got a pager. So you just really just returning people calls, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
It'll call
Had
you.
the beeper to put "I love you" in the beeper and everything.
Yeah, girl. And ho. And
Yeah.
it said a lot of stuff in
Flip the beeper upside down.
and it said plenty of things. Man, that music back in the day was what it was. So man, that music did some things. But that voicemail just really that took
Yeah.
me back. That really took me back. We really had some funky shit going on back then. You hear me?
It's crazy
Don't
because you think about the age that you are now and you think back like, damn, that's really been damn 15, 20, 30 years ago, damn near. You know what I'm saying?
I'm 40, I'm 39. We're talking about we talking about 28 years, 27 years difference.
Yeah.
And when we heard these songs, we first heard them.
Yeah.
We can actually say now, 27 years ago, I heard this song.
What? And one of my other favorites, which was my dad's favorite, and I realized once my mom told me why it was my favorite, didn't know, and I think I done said this before, was Rick James Super Freak. I
Mm-hmm.
still jam off that song to this day. And my mom say every time my daddy played it, and I was there, I just dance, because he was a Rick James fan. And I love Rick James, especially when him and Tina Marie was together. Fire and Desire all day long.
Now you taking me back now.
All day long, all day long. So,
Queen, get them people the good words of encouragement so we can get on up out of here.
well, y'all already know, man. Look, stay positive, stay motivated. Say something encouraging to somebody. I've been saying for the past month now, people going through stuff, y'all. They might not show it. They might still have that bubbly attitude, and you don't see it, but deep down, people are truly going through stuff. And sometimes they just need, sometimes you could just give a person a smile and brighten up their day. But people, say something nice to somebody, say something positive. Don't always be the one that want the positivity to come, somebody to come say something positive. Sometimes you need to open your mouth and say something positive. Just like my quote I said today, you got to watch the words that come out your mouth, because the words that come out your mouth is actually what's on your heart.
Yep.
So be aware of those words that you speaking, because you might be speaking some bad stuff that you really don't want out there in the atmosphere. So we try to manifest positive stuff like in this day and age. Look, I won't say life is short, but life is precious. Take it one day at a time. Motivate yourself. Sometimes if you can't get people to motivate yourself, I find a lot of stuff on these social media occasions that can help motivate you. But you have to be following people that's positive, that's bringing off that good energy and stuff like that. But I always say, look in the mirror and motivate yourself. I am whatever word you want to put behind it.
And if you don't find positive in things that are going on around you, you're probably surrounded by things that you shouldn't be surrounded by.
Yeah.
Your political background, because a lot of things that we believe in come from the fact that we were taught to be a certain a lot of us weren't taught to hold our tongues when we don't need to say nothing when we about to say something nasty. A lot of us taught to say what's on your mind and just say it, when in actuality that ain't
hush.
That's not the way you handle things. I mean, and especially not with everybody. You cannot think that everybody is going to be accepting of you being a bully with your words. And
Come on now.
and the reason why that is so important, your delivery to people is so important, because that same person might have to pull you out that lake one day. That same
What? Come on. Yes.
car one day that
You never know.
you
You
never know
never know.
where people will have to come back into your life. And I personally feel that way. I treat everybody, from a dog to a cat to a human to a whale, with the same grain of respect. You will
Got
never think that because you're on a higher level than me that you deserve more respect than me. I don't
Mm-mm.
care. You treat me, you're gonna treat me with the respect, because that's what I'm going to get from you. I'm going to make sure of that. So if you want to treat me with less than what I deserve, then I don't want to deal with you. And then,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So I think that we have to start really focusing on the fact that as a people, as a person, your words have so much power.
So much.
Don't want to give your words
So
the
much.
power that they have, but they have that power. If you choose to continue ignoring the fact that your words have power, you're ignoring the
Mm-hmm.
fact that you're manifesting your life with those words. You're ignoring the fact that you're the person that's accountable for the things that have not come forth in your life, because you haven't
Yep.
even accepted the fact that what you speak can harm others. You don't accept that. So how do you accept that what you say to yourself is not forming where you're going?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to some positive music. The things you put into your mind and allow it to creep and seep into your brain is what is playing on your conscience on a day-to-day basis. So
Yep.
if you
And
don't,
your eye, what you watching.
don't want negativity, stop seeking it. Stop thinking that this new age rap ain't filled with a lot of demonic shit. You
It's
know,
a lot.
it's a lot.
And that's a whole nother subject, because I done seen some videos of some artists and I'm just like,
Yeah. That's why I don't really watch videos no more. But your words and your music is what your lyrics is what pulls me into your music. If you speak
mm-hmm.
negative shit, I don't want to hear it. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm not that type of person. So allow in what is going to help you grow, heal, and become a better person.
Most
Don't
definitely.
take anything for granted. Don't take people for granted, and don't take your words for granted.
Most definitely.
Because the words you be hearing, that music is what raised a lot of us to be these civilized, wonderful human beings that we are. Don't lose your morality because of music. I love y'all. We like y'all. We appreciate y'all always and forever. Thank you for tuning in. See you next week. Peace.
Bye.